Everybody. So this has been about 3.5 years since we started the basement remodel, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the finished space. So I'm going to turn the camera on. All right, so this is, let's see if I can flip this around. I think it looks, no, everyone's watching this in here. Okay, sorry. So anyway, this light is from Wayfair, so I'm coming down to the basement from the main room. This is a poplar banister. All right, it's been sprayed with a black lacquer. The floor is a luxury vinyl plank flooring for US floors. To get this to work, you have to basically buy this toe attachment to that. And I had to square off the step, which was a pain in the ass. So as we go downstairs, I'll give you a full tour since everything's done. Again, just to walk. The banister wasn't very difficult to put on. All right, so starting down here, I have smoke detectors where required. These are hi-hats. They're LED. I think they're GE. They're very nice. This is the daylight setting. So I didn't like the sort of warm yellow light. This is that bright light look to it. The color of the walls, I'll post in the comments once I finish doing this later. This is, but it's like a very light yellow, sort of beige color to it. All right. So I apologize because this is not in portrait mode. So I'm just kind of doing this for YouTube so it looks a little better. But this is my wife's sort of office space. So she does in here works out. There's a little desk back here. You can see how we added an HVAC zone, overhead lights. This closet stores the breaker box and the water supply line. All right, so I'm gonna come back this way. This is the bathroom. We did add a bath down here, so it's just a toilet and a sink. Very, very basic. There are overhead, 2 switches for overhead lights. It controls these hi-hats and then that vanity light and then the fan, all right? As I go to the rest of the basement, we have 2 vent covers. One of them is for the whole house dehumidifier. And so that supplies air to the dehumidifier, which keeps the basement not smelling musty. So it smells nice and fresh like the rest of the house, very clean, keeps it dry. The humidity set about 50%. So that's that intake. This one is the return to the main furnace. So this draws the basement air in for just regular HVAC, okay, when the unit's running. So this closet then is for the HVAC space, kind of this corner of this house. This is a storage closet. So as we go into the main part of the basement, this is sort of the main area. So on this wall, we plan on having a TV down the road with a couch over here. There are a subwoofer jack, some outlets there, and we already hid the cable in the wall over there. So when we mount the TV, we won't have any cables visible. It's got overhead lights, and again, smoke detectors. We've got 1, 2, 3 in ceiling speakers. There are a couple more here for the 5.1 surround. All right, we have an attachment to the door. This is the egress door that allows for the privacy shades there. The windows are painted over. I haven't started to paint off them yet. We have all of our beams and whatnot. Our ducting is in a soffit. I have outlets for them there, right? And then a zone control here, thermostat. I wanted to show you these 2. We have a vent here and a vent there. And these vents are for the furnace to breathe because the furnace is a central air, it runs on natural gas, and what it does is it requires intake air from the basement, and so for that combustion. And so by code, you have to have 1 square inch per every 1,000 BTU. So my unit is 125,000 BTU, and so that's sort of that helps determine the sizing of those, and then you do 2 of them. All right, and so this 60-inch door accesses the workshop, but the rest of the space, again, we had another primary soffit because we had a major beam in here. And then like the kids kind of did their teleschool and stuff during the pandemic right down here. So very nice. I asked them to clean up the Barbies and crap. And so this room is really, at the moment, just a play space for the kids. you know, and down the road we envision like being able to watch TV down here. I could put like a little mini bar and stuff and drink all my whiskeys down here. In this space, and I'll kind of zoom out a touch, this is my workshop. So painted exposed ceilings. And what this allows me to do is when we put a deck or a patio out on this side of this house out, because this is the backyard on that side, I can run gas lines, I can run electrical out to the yard right through that ceiling without having to tear open any drywall. There's my miter saw stand, some extra ducting, and all this stuff from previous work. I just painted the floor in here again because this is going to get dirty. It's going to be vacuumed fairly often once we get back into woodworking and all that stuff. So that doesn't look too bad, pretty sharp, nice and happy with it. Floor looks really nice. It's an luxury vinyl plank. I provide details on all the products and stuff, but so this is about, I don't know, 3.5 years. I took a year off to work on a master bath. I had a long work trip and stuff too. So, but on the whole, looks pretty good. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Talk to you later.